So welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's probably been around a month, if not over a month now, since the last YouTube video. Been really busy with golf reopening since the 29th of March, and then I've had PGA exams and stuff to my final PGA exams to do, so that's been the priority in the meantime. But got a bit more time now, so going to be putting a bit more time into YouTube and golf in general and coaching. So yeah, just on the course on a really nice morning today at Shrewsbury. So just get some filming done today. So yeah, I'd just like to welcome everyone back to the channel, and yeah, let's go make a video. Let's have a look at the driver. If you're an older golfer or senior, or perhaps a golfer that struggles with a driver, then these tips are really going to help you add some club head speed, improve the strike, and also increase the distance. So there's a few things we can do before we actually even hit the golf ball to increase our chances of adding club head speed and actually increasing the distance. So let's have a look at setup. So firstly, we're going to make sure that golf ball position is towards our lead foot, so just inside the heel. We're also going to align our body in a way where we can actually increase our chances of hitting up on that golf ball. There's a little tip that you can use. If you place your right hand near your right pocket at address and slide it down towards your knee and then take my grip, you can see how my shoulder angle change, and also my hips are slightly on the up as well. So both of these kind of checkpoints are really going to increase our chances of getting this club moving upward through strike, and that's going to really improve your launch and also the distance that you hit this driver. There's one more little cheat that you've got to set up now. So I'm going to include the two first points there, so ball forward, angle the body on the up, but there's a little cheat here that you can do. By dropping the right foot back a couple of inches, this is really going to increase your movement with this pelvis, so the pelvis rotation, and therefore the shoulder turn. So by dropping that right foot back, I access a load more turn here, and it actually makes it a little bit easier. The most common fault that I see when people play drivers is that they get the golf club a little bit out in front of them on the way back, and then on the way down they're kind of out in front of their body, hitting down on the ball and chopping across it and losing a lot of distance, where just by dropping that right foot back, it allows my body to turn more, and therefore my club to move a little bit more around my body on a more inclined arc, to then offer all the good stuff that I need to actually hit this driver on the up, and a little bit more from the inside as well if you struggle with a slice. So that's three things at setup that we can do before we even hit the ball to increase our chances of hitting it further. Now, what are we going to do differently in the swing to allow us for more distance and club head speed? The first thing we're going to talk about is hand depth and swing length. So let's just give you a scenario straight away. So if you take a race car and let's say it has 200 yards and it's going to reach such amount of speed, so I don't know how fast it's going to go, maybe 60 miles an hour. If you then give that same car a mile, it's going to reach probably its top speed. And that's the very similar concept really with a golf swing. If we imagine the golf swing, if you give it so much length on the way back and then try and add speed on the way down, you're going to be restricted in the amount of speed that you can produce. If you swing your hands and arms a little bit further back and really free them up on the way back, so get them arms right up there and rotated, you're going to have much more of an opportunity to add the speed on the way down. And it's a key point really, in terms of if you want to hit that ball further, then really free them arms up, let them travel on the way back. Don't be afraid to really let them travel and then add the speed on the way down. So if you can increase the backswing length slightly, and it's also going to help you do that by rotating this hip open on the way back and the shoulders, it's really going to allow you to get these arms swinging back a little bit further and then to add the speed on the way down. The second part in the golf swing is a little bit of a funky one, and it's really going to help you kind of access even more of that turn and that arm swing on the way back. So there's another little cheat you can do. On my backswing, if I ever so slightly lift my left heel off the ground, it's going to really free up this hip motion and take that restriction off that hip turning, and also off the back as well. So if I can slight heel lift, it's going to allow me to access even more turn on the way back, and therefore give me a better chance of adding speed on the way down. The last point we're going to make in the golf swing is I want you to be really free coming into this delivery. A lot of golfers tense up when coming into this delivery position, and they might get into a kind of impact or post-impact where their arms start bending in towards them. So they offer themselves very little width coming kind of through the golf ball here. So you're restricting that speed again. You're kind of almost putting the brakes on. And you also encourage the club to travel across the golf ball, so to the left through that point as well. If you can free yourself up and let all the speed should be happening kind of just before and around that golf ball. So if you can free yourself up and really let them arms and hands travel outwards and extend and add all the speed at the golf ball, that's really going to help you increase distance too. Right, let's import all of them points now into the golf shot. So I'm going to put the golf ball forwards towards my left heel. I'm going to take my stance. I'm going to angle my body slightly on the up by lowering my right side and squeezing that right side down. Drop the right foot back ever so slightly, and I'm going to let these hands and arms swing free on the way back and then produce all that speed at the golf ball. I'm also going to just slightly lift my left heel to try and increase that distance. Let's have a go. So that's quite a nice drive there. So thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully this has helped clear a few points up at setup and given you a few in-swing things to think about with a driver. If you're a senior golfer or perhaps just a golfer in general that struggles with their driving, then these points are really going to be good for you to take away to increase your club head speed and perhaps increase your driving accuracy and distance as well. If you'd enjoyed the video, please leave a comment, like and subscribe, and drop down in the comments also what other areas in the game you'd like me to cover. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.